Jealous.
I was kind of curious, you're used to having the helmet communications in the NFL, but these guys, it's the first year. Can you talk about a little bit about the process, how they're adapting and getting used to it?
Yeah, I think they're doing a great job. It's definitely different for them. But no, it's I'm glad that we have it. I'm definitely used to it. But yeah, we're all getting used to or hearing it and how to communicate with those guys.
Are you on that, or who's calling that in?
Yeah, I call it in.
And then who's on the defense? Who's usually wearing that?
We mix it up. We give it to a couple different guys. So yeah, giving everybody a chance to kind of hear it and where we want to go with it.
So us, we're not real bright. How do we identify who it is on it? I mean, the NFL, what is it, a green sticker or something?
Yeah, I'm not sure what the rule is. Like in college, and how to identify it, I'm not sure.
You've got 8 edge rushers that have played somewhere, started somewhere, maybe some of them. How much are you going to wean that down for a core of people that are going to play on Saturday?
Yeah, I'm not really sure. I mean, it was just the second day in pads, so if they're good enough to play and we want them out there, then they'll be out there. But that's a good problem to have.
But 8 is a lot, right? I mean,
yeah, it's a lot. I mean, not all eight edge rushers are going to be on the field at once, but keep them fresh, keep them rolling if the depth is like that.
What qualities are you looking for out of your edge rushers to see the field?
Yeah, I mean, like, you don't know if it's going to be a run or a pass, so you got to play stout in the run game and affect the quarterback in the pass game. So I think that's where it starts. But just as a rusher, the more dynamic they are, the better it is. But yeah, I mean, you don't know if it's going to be a run or pass.
How many different things can Deshaun Lynch do? It seems like he can play inside or outside. How much of a threat is he?
Yeah, he's a great guy to have, just like all those players are. They've been doing a great job, and we're kind of seeing how the chips fall.
What are some of the specific things that the transfer safeties bring, Justin Harrington, Cameron Broussard, to your defense?
Yeah, I mean, that's a great group, right? That's a great group. There's some, the guys who were here last year, they definitely played a little bit, and then bringing some other guys who have some experience. I think it's been fun working with all those guys.
What's it like having a guy like Ephesians Prysock, who just with that length can play man-to-man against basically everybody in the conference?
Yeah, I mean, we'll see how it goes. Right now, we got some really good matchups with our receivers and stuff like that. But yeah, there's definitely some size and length out there at the corner position. Efi and the rest of those guys.
Is size and length something you prioritize in your secondary, cornerback, and safety? Is that something you look for with guys, or is it just kind of what you have that you're working with?
Yeah, I mean, it's great if they have it, but there have been years where haven't always had that in the past. You just kind of gotta work with what you got. But yeah, I mean, that's a great bonus to have.
What have you seen from your 2 new safeties, Broussard and Harrington, so far?
Yeah, I mean, those guys are fitting in well with the veteran group, like I was saying before. They've been really good. Good to have them out here. Just bring more depth and more versatility to the defense.
They're almost like bookends, both 6'3", which is a little tall for safety at times, I think.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, they're both safeties, whether they're big or tall. I think they're good football players, which is most important.
I know it's real early in the process, first day in pads, but how long do you realistically think with this group it's going to take for them to get this, to understand the full defense? I know it's a work in progress. It's going to take a while.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think that process goes on throughout the course of the season. I don't think we're ever going to say like, oh, yep, now we got it, or anything like that. Just keep building, keep stacking. Hopefully it continues to go throughout the season. But they're getting more comfortable. Not to dodge the question or anything, but like they get more comfortable as everything goes. But they're doing a great job right now, and you just got to keep coaching them, keep developing them, and learn from everything that they do. Is kind of what I'm saying.
Is this the first chance you've had to really take your defense from ground floor and build it?
It's not like it's my defense or anything like that. Like, it's our defense. It's the UW defense. The same way that in the past, like it was no one's defense. It was the players and the coaches working together to figure it all out. But I rely a ton on the position coaches. Coach Fish helps me out too. So it's definitely not just my defense.
What are the skills that someone playing nickel for you guys needs to have that's maybe a little bit different than corner or safety?
Yeah, I mean, you're just closer to the formation, closer to the action a little bit. So, in the run game, you've got to be ready to show up, and there's a lot of space to cover the slot receiver when he's in there. So, I think toughness, good tacklers, and the ability to cover is a good place to start.
Do you think you'll look at Harrington there, or is he more on the back end?
Yeah, we're kind of just mixing all the guys in right now. Guys playing in different spots. It's only been 2 days, so certain guys have been featured a little bit more one place than the other. But as we go, we'll move guys around and bump them around and see what they can handle.
This early in training camp, just what have you been most impressed with your defense so far?
Just the the energy and the willingness to learn, taking it from the classroom to the field. Those guys care. They're working really hard, and I really appreciate that.
And where do you see the most room for growth?
In everything. Like if they just keep that attitude, keep that mindset, I think that we'll all really improve and grow together.
Sagapolo looks like a defensive player, even though he's played only offense for the last 4 years. Looks like he's got the moves and stuff. Logan Sagapolo.
Yes, sir.
He looks like he's making a nice transition because he's only played offense before. It looked like he had defensive moves that he was looked kind of natural.
Yeah, for sure. Yep. It's tough to notice that he was on the other side of the ball, but I'm sure he's has some knowledge and experience in terms of what those guys are doing over there, and he's been doing a great job for us.
All right.
Appreciate it, guys.